you know, talking about history, and like, you know, even like building on my name, right? So, you know, master we know from the supreme alphabets, right? And you know, having knowledge and understanding, right? One who has knowledge and understanding of themselves, but you spend a considerable amount of time studying a subject until you become a master, and then you'll be able to give a great understanding to someone else as a master, such as you got people who spend a considerable amount of time studying to become a master electrician, but first you got to start from an apprentice to a journeyman and become a master electrician. Same thing with plumbing, you got master plumbers. 5%, we like master students. Because one thing we do is we spend a considerable amount of time asking ourselves questions, and then we come up with our own answers to the questions. So therefore, when somebody else asks you a question, you be like, you know what? I already asked that question, and I already found an answer for it. So here you go. You know what I mean? So we're able to answer a lot of questions, and therefore, a master student is also a very good master teacher. You know what I mean? So that's where I break down master.
Okay.
And then when you talk about I, man, so I like how Allah Shah says, you know, a real wow to give you a good 360-degree view of everything, but very simply, the eye is a sensory organ, and the eye is stimulated by light. We got these two physical eyes, but it's that third eye is the key one that has to be stimulated by the light, which is the truth. Basically, they're waking you up from a triple stage of darkness, from being blind, deaf, and dumb. So that's the key thing about the eye. When you go into the 120, the word eye is mentioned 3 times, but some people don't even look at it. It's first mentioned in the Build Destroy degree 140. A physical, the fine mist that the naked eye cannot detect. You look at the Son of Man and Universal Sham Gods right up on the Universal Flag, and he talks about the white behind the flag being the clouds of deception that the 85 is caught up in, right? The deception and the ignorance. That's the fine mist you can't hardly detect. That's a cloud. The 85 is caught in that cloud. The second time the word eye is mentioned in the 140 is the 15th degree, where it says the 10%, right? It says the rich slave makers of the poor who teach the poor lies, that the almighty true and living God is a spook that cannot be seen by the physical eye. Right, so that's the second time, right? So now we got the 10% who's fooling the 85%, tricking their physical eyes with that fine mist that they can hardly detect with their naked eye. Then the third time it's mentioned is the 37th degree, right? Allah is the God in the earth and in heaven, right? Is just and true, and there's no unrighteousness in him. But he's not unseen, for he's seen and heard everywhere, for he's the all-eye-seeing, which is the 5%, right? So now we all going to build, and basically we're going to get a well-rounded all-seeing, right? So that's, there you go, the 85, the 10, and the 5%, and that's how I draw up my name as well. I know we represent the all-eye-seeing as the 5%, and I'm trying to dispel the clouds. So therefore, again, I'm giving you that understanding where you can see and dispel that ignorance, you know, take that ignorance from you, right? Waking you up from that triple stage of darkness. So that's the master eye, and then, you know, of course, the C back to the alphabets, right? Because where you're going to see in the mind. So again, first we got to take the clouds off your 2 physical eyes and start using that third eye, and then you'll be able to see clearly, right? And then you'll be able to see what? God. Because now you got to see it for yourself too. So that's how I drew up the name. So I didn't break that down before, but.
Oh, pace. No, that's pace though.
Yeah.
You must do your own research, as I did.
If Mecca did this.